Hello everyone, it is Briximus Prime back at it again for another Transformers Studio Series action figure video, and today we're going to be taking a look at this son of a bitch. And now taking a look at the packaging. Right up front here we have an image of Sentinel right there, and there's his vehicle mode, says Transformers Studio Series, Transformers 1, Sentinel Prime. 17 steps. Here on the top it says Transformers 1. Here on the side, Transformers Voyager class. Here on the back we got images and such, and things we'll be covering throughout the review. Authentic Transformers. And then we have, the artwork right there on the side again, Transformers 1, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. Into the trash you go, just like the rest of the TF1 marketing. And now taking a look at Sentinel Prime's accessories. First of all, he comes with this pink Energon shield, which he only used for like 2 seconds in the movie, by the way. He also comes with this pair of blasters, which he never used in the movie. I wonder if this is foreshadowing. And then finally, Sentinel Prime does come with the one thing he did use in the movie, his iconic sword. Just kidding, they did not include it with him. The one accessory he actually used throughout the movie multiple times over, they didn't include it with a Studio Series figure.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
What he lacks in accessories, he definitely makes up for in built-in features. First of all, if you slide in his fists like so, you can give him the iconic arm cannon like the one he had in the movie. And if you utilize all the other features that he has on him, you can convert Sentinel Prime into the battle mode that he had at the end of the movie. Seriously, what was the point in giving him these movie-accurate guns if he already is absolutely covered in them? And again, all the accessories can just be put together here on the shield, and the shield just pegs in on his arm, and that's really the only weapon storage you have. And now taking a look at Sentinel Prime's head sculpt. I really love the way how his head came out. He has this really bright, shiny silver paint going all throughout. He also has a little bit of gold kind of going around those cheekbones and on the sides of his head. And when he has the battle mask deployed, he also has some really good sculpted details right there. And again, love those blue eyes as well. I love these highlights of gold, though I wish there was more of this metallic gold throughout the figure. But overall, I love the way how it looks with these subtle highlights of silver. And again, there's a lot of really nice sculpted detail in all aspects of this figure. There's also some nice detail here. He's got his fists. And again, some really nice gold paint again here on the kneecaps. And then his feet are also well and nicely sculpted. Also, really, props have to go to Hasbro for making this guy not very hollow. The only hollow area I can really find on this guy is this gap right here in his upper bicep shoulder area. But even then, I don't think it's even that noticeable. It's not even that big of a deal. And this guy's backpack is not necessarily movie accurate. But honestly, I'm not going to split hairs over his backpack because, I mean, if he had the movie-accurate backpack, this guy probably wouldn't be able to transform, because in order to turn into his jet mode, these really do need to transform the way they do. So honestly, I don't mind it too much, and also, to be honest, I like having these little bits kind of flaring out on the back, almost kind of like Hot Rod, I guess, in a way, how he has like those little fins coming around on his back. Sadly, though, you cannot rip this guy in half. In order to rip Sentinel Prime in half, you would have to go in there and actually unscrew these screws in there and, like, separate the piece and basically disassemble him, which, yeah, I ain't doing that shit. But yeah, in addition to all the details, it also shines really much with his posability. His head can swivel from side to side, but because of the nature of the battle mask feature there in his chest, he can't really look up and down very far, but he can get a little bit of up and down. As you can see, he can look up just a little bit, even with the battle mask feature, but it doesn't really hinder him too much, as much as I thought it would. His wings are also adjustable. He has a hinge joint here, hinge joints here, so again, these are very adjustable in order to move them out of the way for posability. Shoulders rotate a full 360. My ball joint on this is a little bit loose, but I can live with it. I'm not going to split hairs over a joint, or split a Sentinel. His arms can move outward that far. He also has an elbow swivel that is very tight. That's what she said. He can also bend his elbow at just about 90 degrees. And then sadly, he has no wrist articulation.
Oh no, this is horrible!
Previously mentioned waist swivel right here. And then he also has hips that rotate forward, they can rotate back, they can move out to the side very far. He also has a knee swivel, bend at the knee, which bends just at 90 degrees. And then finally, he does have toe articulation, and he has some very deep ankle pivot. So, really good articulation on this guy. And when Sentinel's in his battle mode, none of the articulation is changed, except for these little ball-jointed shoulder cannons up here, but that's about it. Here is Sentinel Prime in his battle mode compared next to Megatron. Here he is next to Optimus Prime. Here he is next to
Badassatron.
Here he is with Blocky's cogless Wheeljack. And then just for fun, here he is with the other Studio Series Bayverse Sentinel Prime. Another character who pisses me off continuously. Ironhide, no! And then here is Sentinel with the exact same comparisons, but now he's in his, normal robot mode. And now with those comparisons out of the way, let's now get into Sentinel Prime's transformation. And now here's taking a look at Sentinel Prime in his jet mode. Overall, I like how they added in this silver right here for the cockpit. But overall, he makes up for a lot of that in this very nice detail going all across the vehicle. And overall, I honestly don't mind it too much, because I don't really have a huge connection to this vehicle mode, because it never showed up in the movie.
What?
But I like the details on it. The wings look good. I like these gunmetal gray painted details, the thrusters, and those fists now turn into thrusters as well. And honestly, the bottom kibble, we're just not going to talk about that. But yeah, overall, I honestly don't mind it too much. There's honestly nothing much to really say about this jet mode, only that I would love to see them reuse this mold for other stuff in the future. I think this would be a really cool way to have maybe like a Cyclonus mold, maybe. I don't know. In terms of weapon storage, the shield just stores right here on the top of the vehicle, and these guns have specific grooves that they tab into on the sides of the vehicle. And yeah, that's not bad looking for the weapon storage right there. And now getting into the vehicle mode comparisons, we have Megatron, Optimum Pride. Here he is with Bumblebee. Wait, I haven't reviewed that yet. Here he is with Blocky's Wheeljack. And then finally, here he is with the Bayverse Sentinel Prime in his fire truck mode. Ironhide, no! And that is basically it for my review on the Transformers 1 Studio Series Sentinel Prime. Now, I definitely really like this figure, which is funny because I hate this character in the movie, but that being said, I've always loved his design, the way how he was designed and just the way how he looks, his colors, and I like how Sentinel looks in the movie. And again, this figure does present it very well, even though the wings and some details are not super accurate, like the transforming and all that. I still really love this figure, and overall, I think he's actually a very underrated figure. I feel like not a lot of people are really talking about or really buying this figure as much as I think they should be. But overall, if I had to give this guy a rating in terms of accessories, detail, articulation, all that in mind, I give this guy a very solid 9 out of 10. My only problem is I wish there was a little bit more of that metallic paint all throughout this, and also I'm kind of hesitant to give him the 10 out of 10 because of my bias toward disliking this character. But Anyway, that is basically it for this review. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a like on the video, comment below what you guys think, subscribe to the channel for more Transformers and action figure videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.